All right, everyone, we have some major changes coming to Raid Shadow Legends soon, and I thought that I would share with you guys the information behind these changes in the video today. So let's jump right to it and start off with number one. Now, I am super excited about this one because we've already had one update on this in the past, and those of you guys who've been playing the game for like 6 months or so or longer, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. But this has to do with the actual artifact management system and the inventory that we have right now. Now, it actually used to be significantly worse. We had a previous version of the artifact menu that used to be much more difficult to navigate. It used to be way laggier. Just upgrading your artifacts used to take forever because of all the lag that there was, especially if you had a whole bunch of artifacts to begin with. But now we have some new artifact management coming soon, and there are a couple of screenshots that were posted on the official Raid Shadow Legends Discord server that I thought I would share with you guys today. I also flipped them around for you so they're a little bit easier to kind of see and take a look at the new features that we are going to be getting. So the first screenshot right here, if you take a look at it, you will see in the upper middle part of the screen, there's a couple of new buttons. So you have the sort feature, which is really cool. You also have that sell button, which we have right now, but you also have something in the middle, which looks like a buy button, but I could be wrong. The text is a little bit too blurry to tell. But the most important stuff about this screenshot is not the stuff in the middle. It's actually going to be the stuff on the left. So as you can see, there is a filter that does say filter in the top left part of the screen. You've got the 6 different equipable artifacts, and then you've got some drop-down menus right there. Now, the second screenshot is actually going to expand upon this left part of the screen even more, and you guys will be able to see that you will be able to sort your artifacts now based on stats. Now, this is huge, because right now when I'm gearing up my champions, it takes me absolutely forever to go through all the artifacts that I have and actually take a look and see, which artifacts are going to have the stats that I'm looking for. First, I have to go to the actual set that I need. Then I have to look at all the artifacts individually. And even worse, another step is I have a lot of champions that I don't really use a whole bunch anymore that probably have some pretty decent gear on them still. And there's no way that I can look up any of that gear. I actually have to go through my champion vault and take a look at all these champions and take a look at their gear and see if this is anything that I want to use on new champions now. So it's a mess. It takes a lot of time. So to see this getting even more quality of life features is always an improvement. So really happy that this is going to be coming, and it has been confirmed that this is going to be coming in the 1.13 patch. So that's the first really big change that is going to be coming soon to Raid Shadow Legends. Now let's move on to the second one. Now these next couple of changes have to do with the clan boss, and the second change is unkillable comp changes. Now this was announced a couple of days ago, and something that is really big news in the endgame community, because a lot of people have been building unkillable comps to where they can pretty much just one key down any clan boss based on the composition and the unkillable buff. But there is going to be a change coming to this soon. Now, I personally thought when the unkillable announcement was going to be made that they would completely just ruin it for the clan boss, that you would not be able to have any kind of unkillable comp at all, and it would do absolutely nothing. But it seems like they've actually found the reasonable middle ground when it comes to this nerf. So this was posted on the, I think it was not the Discord, the official Raid Shadow Legends forums, and it was a post by Marius. Greetings, Raiders. As update 1.13 draws closer, we wanted to give you a heads up about the changes that will be included. We have been observing the performance of various champions and teams in the clan boss battles on Ultra Nightmare difficulty, and there are certain adjustments that we believe are necessary. These are teams specifically tailored to be consistently kept under high defensive buffs such as unkillable and block damage during the battle. This allowed them to outperform teams of every other composition by a huge margin. We are talking about 3 times the damage to the best case scenario on both sides. While this has to change, we acknowledge the effort and time that goes into crafting a team of this caliber and perform thorough tests to ensure that they remain on par with other top contenders. So they did completely just nuke unkillable. It's not like it does absolutely nothing. Like I said, they did find a reasonable middle ground. So this is the actual change that they are implementing. As such, the Demon Lord will start ignoring unkillable and block damage buffs from turn 50. Clan boss's turn, that is. So not your turns, which of course makes a big difference because of speed and whatnot, but it's the clan boss's turn. Our tests show that teams built around those buffs will dish out enough damage to match any other composition and will be capable of earning enough points for a Transcendent chest quickly. This should eliminate the unintended disparity between various teams used in clan boss battles, dramatically shorten the time required for a single battle, as the teams described above need to be manually controlled and will still lead to excellent results. We'll keep a close eye on how these teams perform post 1.13, so again, this is going to be confirmed a change for patch 1.13. and ensure that these changes have gone through without any unforeseen issues. Good rating player. So, very interesting. I know there's a lot of discussion in the mid and especially the late game community about these changes. I'm not really going to get into it in too much detail besides what we've gone through right now, but just know that this is going to be coming very, very soon. Now, along the lines of clan boss changes, there's actually something else that is going to be coming soon. Another major change among the late game community, and this is really going to be the very end of end game community. And this was posted just a couple of hours ago in the Discord server, and that is that you will no longer be able to hop between clans and get multiple clan chests. Now, this is something that a lot of people were actually doing. And those of you guys who watched the video yesterday where I talked about what is worth spending your gems on in Raid Shadow Legends versus what is not worth spending your gems on, notice how I did not put clan boss keys, even though they cost 100 gems, I did not put them in the bad category. I actually put them in the mixed category, and this was the exact reason why. I didn't really get into too much detail, but late game players are actually in multiple clans, and what they do is they will get the clan chests on the highest difficulties in one clan, and then they will hop over to another clan and repeat this process. And obviously, in order to do so, they need to spend gems in order to get a bunch of clan boss keys, but they're getting all the really good rewards. So, you know, for the late game of most late game players, it's pretty crazy, but it is something that people were doing. Well, you will no longer be able to do this. They are actually fixing this, and this was posted, I believe, again, in the Raid Shadow Legends Discord server. Let's see here. For this one, let's just go to the actual change. We have already announced how we are going to adjust the clan boss's performance when fighting unkillable teams. That was that forum post that I just read to you guys a couple minutes ago. As for the clan hopping subject, what we are going to do is limit the number of clan boss chests that a player can receive in 24 hours. So if you have already claimed your reward in one clan, you won't be able to claim the reward on the same clan boss difficulty in another clan. Now, we would like to stress that we're going to watch closely how the whole clan boss meta changes after these adjustments have come into force. If we see some deviations from the balanced game process, we will take actions right away. This is why your feedback right now is as important as ever. So, lots of changes coming to the clan boss. You have the unkillable changes, and now you have the endgame players not really going to be able to hop around between clans to get all those multiple clan boss rewards. So, pretty crazy stuff. All of this, of course, will be coming in 1.13, and who knows if they're going to make even further changes beyond what they've mentioned right now. But this was just posted a few hours ago, so it wouldn't really surprise me if they've got even more changes related to the whole clan boss meta that they might plan to unveil sometime in the near future as well. But for the time being, that is going to be everything related to the actual clan boss changes, and now we're going to move on to some other stuff. So this has been known for a while now, but they haven't actually ended up changing this yet. You probably still notice, especially if you are in the higher tiers of Arena, that the Torment Passive is still incredibly strong and incredibly frustrating to deal with in the Arena. But this is indeed going to end up being changed. This is something that they have been working on changing for a while. It's just not going to be official until patch 1.13. And of course, the Torment Passive that I am talking about is his third skill right here, Wintry Wind. Passive effect has a 15% chance of placing a freeze debuff on the enemy each time they receive a buff, get healed, or have their turn meter filled. The 15% chance applies for each effect individually in cases where an enemy receives multiple of these effects at the same time. This can also be boosted with skill books as well, up to 25% chance. And those of you guys who are in the Arena, you play the Arena a lot, or you just have masteries and you just play a lot of champions in general, you probably know that the effects of receiving a buff, getting healed, or having your turn meter filled, those things happen a lot, and I'm talking about a lot. So having a 25% chance of getting frozen every single time each one of those things happens individually is pretty crazy. So we've known that the Torment nerfs are going to be coming for a while. but now it's official that they will be coming in patch 1.13. So, you know, who knows how this is going to really change the arena. Hopefully we won't see Torment on pretty much every single team. I know right now I'm still in the lower ratings because I keep my defense team pretty low because of this reason, but once you start to get anywhere reasonably close to platinum in terms of your arena points, you'll start to see more and more teams have Torment, and when you do get pretty much to platinum and beyond, virtually every team seems like it has a Torment on it, and it's very, very frustrating. So that will be changed in 1.13. Let's see here. So, all right. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because the next thing on the list is not just going to be Torment rebalancing, but while they announced the Torment rebalancing a few weeks ago, they actually also announced that during patch 1.13, they are also going to rebalance some other known legendaries, and those include Thalia, Shamrock, and Yannicka, and even more champions as well. We don't know what the entire list is going to be. Those are just the 3 legendaries that we have confirmed as of right now. But patch 1.13, they did mention that champion rebalancing is always one of the things that they like to keep at the top of their agenda when it comes to changes. So this is definitely something we are going to see in patch 1.13. This was just another post by community manager kind of going into this in a little bit more detail here. We also know that you've been waiting for other legendary champions to be rebalanced for a very long time. We are glad to let you know that this rebalance will come out with 1.13, and that will include Thalia, Shamrock, Yannicka, and others. So lots of changes coming, lots of champion rebalances, clan boss changes, the inventory management, and whatnot. But the theme of everything that I have mentioned up to now so far has all been changes that are going to be happening in patch 1.13, which is going to be coming soon. We still do not have an official release date. Plarium likes to kind of stay away from that stuff because you guys know, especially with the roadmap, how Plarium has been with this, but there are some additional changes that are planned and confirmed, but we don't know when these are going to be released. So far, everything that I've mentioned in the video, which includes the new inventory management, the unkillable comp changes, the clan boss chest hopping fixed with a 24-hour time limit, the Torment changes with his skill 3 passive, and the other champion rebalances, Thalia, Shamrock, Yannicka, and more. This is all planned for 1.13. Now, this slide right here, these are all things that are going to be planned for the future, but we don't know exactly when these are going to be. Unconfirmed, and these are a new Asia-themed faction, the Void Tower, which we actually have in-game, it just doesn't actually do anything right now. You'll see it right here, hidden. Let's see here. What else do we have? We have the Tag Team Arena, which is going to include 3 separate zones, and is actually going to be 4 versus 4 themes. The Void Tower, which will be 5 players, by the way. A new clan boss with multiple heads, which is going to be a new interesting clan boss fight. And a higher level cap, which is going to be level 70, level 80, or even higher. This was talked about a very, very long time ago. Now, again, these things are not confirmed for 1.13, and I have an entire video where I really kind of go into more detail on that stuff. I was posted a few weeks ago, so if you guys want to see some screenshots behind this stuff coming further and beyond patch 1.13 in the far future, that is this video up on the channel. Raid in 2020, what's next, 2019 wrap-up, and a look into the future. So, you know, I'll go ahead and leave a link to that in the description and in the comments if you want to take a look at that stuff further down the road. But all the stuff coming for 1.13 is mostly going to end up being the stuff that I spent the majority of the video talking about today. We still have the Raid Shadow Legends roadmap, which has become notorious. We are kind of still right in the middle right now at the Platinum Arena Battle Pass. We haven't actually really heard any info about that, even though it is technically the next thing on the roadmap. So who knows if that's going to be coming with patch 1.13, if they're kind of waiting to give us more info about it, or if Plarium is going to deviate from their plans a little bit, which they've been known to do. But with that all being said, I've thrown an insane amount of info at you guys in the video today, so I am going to leave it here. So if you guys did enjoy this video and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate all the support, everyone. Toss a quick like if you enjoy it as well. It means a whole bunch, so thank you to all of you guys who do that. And more Raid Shadow Legends videos, guides, tutorials, and all that fun stuff should be popping up on the screen right about now as well, so feel free to check them out. With that all being said, that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and until next time, this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.